Tokyo, a city that never stops, especially when it comes to food. With just 48 hours, we set out to taste as much as we could. From late night ramen in solo booths to sushi and oysters at a bustling fish market and perfectly crispy pork katsu in tiny backseat restaurants. We queued and queued again, and every time it was worth it. In this video, we're sharing our favourite spots and the meals that left the biggest impression.
Good.
Oh my god, I could eat this all night.
Our time in Tokyo ended with one of the best meals of our lives, a 12-course Wagyu tasting we'll never forget. So stay tuned to see exactly where we ate, what we'd recommend ordering, and how much everything cost in 2025. Let's go. First order of business after landing in Tokyo? Heading straight to Ichiran and waiting in a very long queue to get in. Say what you want about how it's just for tourists and how locals rarely eat here, but for us it was one of those must-visit spots. Ichiran is famous for its solo dining booths and Tonkotsu ramen. There's only one item on the menu, but you get complete control over the noodle firmness, broth richness and spice level. No talking is needed, it's all designed so you can savour the food without distractions or the pressure of social interaction. A fascinating introduction to Japanese culture.
Alright guys, after I don't even know how long waiting for this, definitely over an hour in the line, the time has finally come. Let's just start off by getting a bit of that broth. Oh yeah, it's good. Yes, this is actually really good. I was a bit worried when we were in line that maybe it was just a tourist trap. There didn't seem to be many locals lining up, but it's amazing. And in a really cool setting as well. I've never eaten in a place like this before. Definitely salted. I can't believe she's sneaking into my pod, into my booth. It's not a pod, is it? We're sleeping in a pod. And now I feel like we're in Tokyo.
I actually thought it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know how to describe it. Not that I thought it was going to be bad. I just thought it was going to be like, And don't get me wrong, I'm no ramen expert. Let's be honest, I'm a basic girl. But I think it was worth it. I see why people like it and I see why it's a popular brand.
It's popular for a reason. It's touristy for a reason. Like I said when we were in there, I was a bit concerned that there seemed to be no Japanese people in that line at all. I mean, I've no doubt that there's amazing places that the locals know better than we do. But to get things started, that was great. Loved it. Extra meat and the egg was definitely comes recommended too. Washed down with an Asahi Super Dry. And I'm a happy boy. Anyway, we've just landed here in Tokyo. That's all we've got time for today. We're gonna go straight into tomorrow now. And we're gonna have an early start because we really do have to make the most of our time here. From this point onwards, it's basically 48 hours in Tokyo, everything that we ate, and then there'll also be another video for everything that we did as well. So stick around, we're excited, and we hope you are too. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Whoa. It's because I was holding it weirdly. First blue bottle since New York in 2022. The New Orleans. I remember it well. It's good iced coffee. I've been very patient waiting for this morning. We've just come from Team Labs. It's already gone 11 AM. First coffee of the day. And now we're about to go to Tsukiji, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Fish Market, for some lunch. So let's jump back on the metro and make our way there. Alright guys, at the market, it's absolutely huge. Just been given a map. Look at the amount of different places that are here.
Like we just need to pick somewhere because I'm sure it's all going to be great. If the whole thing is a fish market, then how can it be bad? Although I do think if you see a queue, join it.
Stand up please. Can we order 2 oysters and salmon please? You want sashimi please? Okay.
Fresh that.
Yeah.
It's not that fishy.
Okay.
Which is a good sign, no? I could eat the whole plate.
Well, don't do that.
Isn't it good?
It's so delicate. Actually just melted in my mouth.
I'm just gonna bite it.
Dip it in the whatever that sauce is as well. Yeah, this is different from like other oysters that we've had in the past. I feel like it's just like a nice piece of meat, like a piece of fish in there. Whereas normally it's just like quite slimy and you just kind of knock it back.
This is a Japanese omelette. Seen it all over TikTok.
Steam it.
Yeah, I had to wait a while because it was done fresh. It's sweet,
So it's not salty though. It's sugar.
but it's not too sweet. I think you'll like
I
it.
swear there's something else in it as well. Can't figure out what it is. It's really good.
Isn't it?
Very, again, very delicate. We have spent a lot of time in Japan so far queuing, but it's always
Worth it.
been worth it. So I'm confident that it will be the same again here. Maybe like half an hour in that line, but the line closed when we were in it. So we actually got here in really good time. And it's only about 1 p.m. So things are selling out already. And that egg that we just had, I heard, is also sold out as well. So what do we have? What they called special tuna, fatty tuna, and very fatty tuna.
Not just gone, melted. Yum.
Yeah, that's banging. How do you describe it when it's like, it just melts? It's like it's not even there, but it is there. I don't know how to describe that. It's so good. So good. And then we've got these like two darker pieces at the end. I assume this means they are more fatty. I'm guessing. We're happy. Very happy.
That soy sauce is really good too.
I know, right?
It's not salty.
No.
It has a touch of sweetness.
That's normally my problem with soy sauce, is that if you have too much of it, it's just so much salt. Right, we're done. And if you've seen any of our other previous food market videos, maybe in South Korea or in Thailand, you know we normally go all out. We normally order in quite a lot, but not today. First of all, because to be fair, we are not full, but full enough.
Full enough to still want to eat more, and that is like more somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because you have such a limited amount of time here that we want to try eat enough to enjoy, but then to still be able to eat in other places more than your average 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm convincing myself, right? Not because it's expensive.
The price is interesting though. It is interesting. Our first order, which was the 2 oysters and salmon. How many
sashimi.
pieces of salmon sashimi was there?
5.
5? So,
Thin. They were quite, not super thin, but they weren't thick.
yeah. That was £20, which is already triple what we were paying in Thai markets. And obviously they can't be compared. We're in a very different part of Asia. It's to be expected. That's cool. But I was like, ooh, hang on. I just got charged 3,800 yen. That's quite a lot of money. So I'm still getting that conversion in my head going. And then the last spot, which was the 6 pieces of tuna, that was £18. So I guess with those 2 things and the egg, it's coming up to around 40 quid. And you'd normally expect to be pretty full after 40 quid, but not here. It's okay though. It's just interesting. It's an interesting comparison to other markets that we've been to, even as recently as a few days ago in Seoul. So just be prepared. If you want good quality sushi, and it is really, really good quality sushi, you pay a price for it. And that's all I'm saying.
Can someone tell James that I want 7-Eleven food? He won't let me because he's like, what about the video?
48 hours in Tokyo, you want to go to 7-Eleven?
Yeah, because it's good. I want that strawberry sandwich. We're gonna get it. We're gonna insert the clip where I say strawberry sandwich. Tastes like bread and strawberries.
Anyway, back over to the other video, everything that we did in Tokyo. We're going shopping to Uniqlo. It's got 12 floors. We'll see you there. Bye. Good evening guys, we are right by Shibuya Scramble Crossing on the hunt for food. So far in Japan we've had ramen, we've had sushi. What could be next? we need some chicken katsu curry. And I think we found a good spot, like I say, right by the crossing, which is behind me at the moment. Let's hope that there's a table free before we then go up to Shibuya Sky in about an hour. Fingers crossed. So this place is giving properly Japanese authentic vibes. How many seats have we got in here? 10-seater restaurant. We're very lucky to get in pretty quickly. When I saw how intimate it was, I thought it was going to be a wait, but a few people left right before we came. It's not chicken katsu though, it's pork katsu. On the menu they have the choice of pork, prawns and vegetables. And you can either have it in a curry form, or you can get it just with like the rice and the meat with a side of like miso soup as well. So that's what we've gone for. It looks beautiful. And very nicely priced as well. I think it's coming in at like £7-8 each. Good find. That meat is really good. It's very thin. Morning and hello from day 2 in Tokyo. That breakfast was great. We found it just at the end of the street near to the 9 Hours Hotel where we're staying. Had coffee and breakfast for like £4. Anyway, we are just come to Tsukiji Temple, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And before we move on to go and get lunch, we've just noticed that there is a matcha cafe shop thing. And we just need to try it once with being in Japan, you know? I don't think either of us are massive matcha fans, so...
I'm a fake matcha fan. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try pretend that I enjoy it by itself. So I'm really sorry if I offend all you matcha lovers.
I don't know if we're very qualified to tell you whether this place is good or not, but it looks nice.
We can get a different amount of matcha, 4 grams, 6 grams and 8 grams. I think we should go for the middle.
Yeah.
I fear if we get 4, we're just going to be like, can't really taste the matcha.
So 6 grams of matcha with the strawberry because otherwise it just tastes like grass. Yeah?
Lovely.
Sounds good. Here she is.
Before I give it full mix, I'm going to try the matcha at the top. That's matcha, all right. Strawberry is really nice. It does taste different. It's still bright, but it's not as sharp. It is a lot smoother. And that strawberry is lovely.
From Tsukiji Temple, we headed back to central Tokyo, specifically Harajuku, home of the ASICS flagship, and another incredible meal. I'm not normally this patient when it comes to food, but when it's this good, it's well worth waiting for, and we were in the line here for over an hour. What a view of the kitchen. This is kind of fascinating, to be honest. So we're here for pork cutlets. Pork is a lot more popular in Japan than I realised. We had pork in the Ichiran ramen on the first night, we were having pork with our katsu yesterday, and now the pork cutlets on today's meal as well. Wasn't expecting a pint of orange juice though, but I'll take it. Yeah, exciting. Arigato. Thank you so much. Arigato. Shake my head. The name of the restaurant literally translates as beef cutlet. It was so juicy with the perfect crunch from the breadcrumbs and served with shredded cabbage, miso soup and pickled vegetables. You also get a selection of dipping sauces including wasabi and soy sauce. Worth the wait. So yeah, if you come into Japan, be prepared to queue for your food. In almost every place other than the Katsu last night, we've had to. Wow, Japanese food is really not disappointing at all. That was incredible. In another very small restaurant, this time there were only 17 seats. So even though it takes a while to get into the restaurant, once you're in, the food normally comes out pretty quickly and it's a very swift operation. And that leaves us with one more meal in Japan before we leave first thing tomorrow morning. And I think we've saved the best till last. If you stay for a couple of moments, I'm sure you'll agree. Evening. So here we are at Miyabi. We're here for a 12-course tasting menu of A5 grade
Wagyu beef, and we cook it ourselves right in front of us. We're very excited for this. This has been booked for a long time. Something that you definitely need a reservation for. I mean, we've not tasted anything yet, but some sides of salad and kimchi have just arrived, so yeah, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Very excited. Arigato. First up, so with the green salad, we've got the A5 Wagyu roast beef. Yeah, I feel like all of these are going to be cooked really quickly because we don't really know how long we're meant to cook each of these for, and they've not explained it. I feel like that's pretty much done, you know? There you go. So I've only ever had Wagyu once before. Thank you, Cedric. So we'll see how this compares. Yeah, and I think what I always forget is that Wagyu is actually a very fatty kind of meat, right?
But I love that.
Yeah, but it really does like melt in your mouth. Like it takes no chewing whatsoever. Next up is the grilled beef tongue, and we're going to be having this one with salt and lemon. It's being cooked for us this time.
Sirloin.
Sirloin, okay.
So this one, we put salt and then lemon.
Salt and lemon.
Okay, and as we are preparing and eating this one, we've got the sirloin on the grill as well. I'm glad I wasn't cooking that one. So we've got two ready now. We've got the beef tongue and the sirloin as well. Let's do the tongue first. This is the one with the lemon and salt. Wow. Oh my god. I could eat so much of that. I could eat this all night.
I can't lie, I wasn't thinking that I was going to like that tongue. Scary.
Yeah, you would kind of expect tongue to be like chewier, but it's not at all. This is the tongue. And then the sirloin that came with the sauce with an egg in it. I don't know what the egg was in. I didn't catch it. It's too good. It's too good. Oh my gosh. Does this count as one course?
So it's the A5 Wagyu assorted 10 kinds.
10 different kinds of Wagyu. I'm excited now. We've got to cook these ourselves, I assume. Cheers. I'm trying not to touch it too much because apparently the more that you do, the more of the juiciness and more of the taste that comes out of it. So just trying to judge right now exactly when it's cooked. Yeah, oh wow. These fatty pieces really don't take long.
Yeah, come on, give it.
It's stressful out here, being the chef. I'm not normally one for fatty meats, but it's different with Wagyu. It's making me sad that we're kind of coming towards the end of this plate, but there is more courses to come. We've got egg soup coming, Miyabi cold noodles, and then dessert. To the last Wagyu.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is the last course before dessert. It is Miyabi cold noodles. I think there might even be a bit of beef in here as well. The broth's interesting. It's kind of like a bit slimy. Alright, this meal is sadly coming to an end. We've got our gelato dessert. I've got rum and raisin, and you went for strawberry milk. Definitely recommend this if you're in Tokyo. In terms of price point, we thought it was very reasonable. About £63 per person. For the 12 courses, I guess the only thing that we're about to pay a little extra for is the 2 beers. I mean, Wagyu beef is expensive, especially in the UK. So to get so much of it here for a very reasonable price, cooked amazingly well, with all of like the side dishes included and the dessert, yeah, 63 quid. Not bad, I think. Obviously a lot more expensive than the other meals that we've been having in Japan so far, but we were just saying how well we've done to kind of like find those good value places. Tokyo obviously isn't cheap, but it's actually not been too bad for us. London's more expensive. Yeah, we're happy with this. It's been a great meal, great way to end Miyabi in Tokyo. Spot on.
And that brings to an end our time in Japan. Thank you so much for watching. Next, we are going to, wait for it, the Philippines. We will see you there.